What's up, everyone? My name's Gothix, and today we are back with another reaction video. And judging by the comments for my previous upload, it looks like you guys really enjoyed that. So I'm going to pull today's topic directly from those comment sections, so keep those suggestions coming. So for today, we're going to be reacting to yet another The Cuts Keep It 100 video. And for today's topic, it's titled, Are You Racist? So, if this is anything like the previous one that I just did, I can only imagine how much of a dumpster fire this video is going to be. But again, let's keep it open-minded. Maybe it's not that bad. Yeah, so let's jump into this and see what happens.
Are you racist?
No. No, definitely. Well, hold on.
Are you racist?
Whoa.
Oh, am I what?
A racist?
Am I racist?
Yeah.
I should hope not.
What kind of question is that? I wasn't expecting to get asked that. I'm like, no?
No.
Hell no.
That is a multi-layered question.
I already don't like where this is going. Why are you doing this face, sir? Okay, continue. I shall let you speak. Go ahead.
Well, let's get into it.
I say the N-word when I'm by myself and listening to rap songs.
I mean, as you should be allowed to, personally. I think that if you are buying music from these rappers that include that word in their music, I would find it a little bit ridiculous to, like, censor yourself while you're in your own home listening to whatever song that it is that you're listening to. You know what I mean? Like, if the lyric is in the song itself, I don't see a problem. But that's just me.
I've seen a black man like walking towards me and I cross the street, but I'm always in my head like, please know that this is because you're a man, not because you're black.
Are you racist?
I'm not racist, but I'm a server, so you know, like, I
What does that mean?
know races. Like, how do I word it without sounding racist?
I have definitely like stereotyped people before.
I'm just like a stereotype.
The stereotypes.
Like what?
White people smell, they can't.
Okay, this was a comment in the previous cut video where someone said white people smell. Is this like some weird, like, I've never heard of this stereotype. Where is this coming from?
Cook, they can't dance.
Asian people can't drive.
African American man, they have something that's bigger than everybody else.
I was just talking about with my friend, setting her up with my other friend, and I'm like, but you know, he's Asian, so he probably has a small penis. And I was like, fuck, why did I say that? Why did I think that?
They just kind of pop up. I tell myself to shut up.
Are you racist?
Only when I'm driving.
Are you racist?
I wouldn't consider that racist. Okay, all right.
Jokingly.
I tell racist jokes.
I like to make a lot of jokes. Sometimes they're race jokes.
I do make a lot of racist jokes.
When I
Okay, so let me just chime in really quick. I'm very open about the fact that I am totally against political correctness because I don't believe that the solution to fixing hate speech is to censor someone. I believe that you counter that with correct speech. So, and I also believe that intent matters. So when it comes in terms of like stand-up comedy, I like a lot of dark humor. I like a lot of just not politically correct humor. Sometimes some would consider racist humor. But again, intent matters. Like if you're just, I think people know when you're intentionally trying to be racist. Like you just know by the sound of their voice, by their body language, you know that there's ill intent. And I don't treat it on the same spectrum of like stand-up comedy.
I was younger, I'd like make a lot of jokes about it, but I realized like what are these like jokes actually saying, and like what am I communicating about people through the way I choose to make people laugh.
Are you racist?
No.
No, not even a little bit.
I wouldn't say that I'm racist nor I'm capable of it.
Didn't anyone tell you black people cannot be racist?
Okay. Stop that. I need you to stop. Okay? I need you. So, remember the last video that I just uploaded and it was a complete dumpster fire of just racism after racism after racism, because let's be honest, that's what it was. I think that stems from this type of mindset where we've given so many free opportunities for minorities to just be flat out racist towards other people and get away with it because they lack the power to do so. I think that's an excuse, because if the tables were turned and it was in regards to like a white person saying something bad towards a black person, automatically it's attributed to racism. So it's very confusing. It is very hypocritical, and I just don't like it. And I don't think we're ever going to move away from racism and find this weird utopia people are seeking because of this ideology right here, because we're not being fair with who's allowed to be racist and who's not allowed to be racist.
Black people can't be racist.
And why is that?
Racism is an institutionalized thing.
Okay, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. This is a template. That response is literally a copy pasta template that is just regurgitated. But when you break it down, it does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. Anybody's capable of being racist. Anybody's capable of being an asshole. Skin color doesn't matter here.
I don't think black people have set up institutions powerful enough to oppress other people.
It doesn't. Oppression has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. You can be racist just like anybody else.
I think I can be prejudiced, but I'm not racist.
Like what? That's not even better. That's still terrible.
I'm prejudiced.
I feel like I'm biased when it comes to white people, honestly, because I don't tend to give them the benefit of the doubt because they come into this world with so much privilege, and I need to work on that.
Can black people be racist?
I'm sure black people can be racist.
Thank you.
I think anybody can be racist.
Being a light-skinned person growing up in Kenya, there's definitely a colorism issue going on where darker-skinned people are usually looked at differently than lighter-skinned people.
That is definitely something that happens, at least has happened to me a lot, where so I already have this hurdle in front of me where I've never been looked at as a correct or proper black person because I am the wrong type of black person. I dress in alternative clothing, I listen to heavy metal, that to a lot of people's eyes is not what they would consider a correct black person. So on top of that, there's also this other layer of colorism where the lighter you are or the more attractive you are, not to sound like a narcissist or whatever, but the lighter you are, the more attractive you are, the less of an opportunity you have to speak out on black topics like everybody else. For some reason, the darker shade that you are means that you are more in line of what society would view an acceptable black person. It's just weird thing. I don't understand it, but it's been happening for generations, so it's nothing new.
If you have hate towards a certain group of people, you are racist.
I think my dad's a racist.
My father was pretty racist.
I have some family that are racist.
I do have relatives that are definitely racist towards Japanese. I also have relatives that are racist towards black people.
Do you ever challenge them? Or are you like, Grandma, come on?
Nah, I let her have it.
Are you racist?
No.
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 Oh, no, never.
No.
How do you know?
Just know that you don't hate people.
I feel like you know, right? If you have to tell people that you're not racist, that to me is a great sign that you're racist.
Huh? That doesn't even make sense. Break that down to me. How does that make sense in your mind? That's like when people get upset when someone's. So here's the thing. Let me backtrack for a second. Nobody wants to be accused of racism, right? And now I feel like a lot of people are being very extra to prove that they're not racist because everybody's so quick to point the fingers and accuse them of being just that. So I know a lot of people will also tackle on the fact that, hey, I have friends with a black person. And of course, the response is, if you say that, that obviously means you're racist, which is stupid. It's nonsensical. It does not make sense.
Are you racist?
No. I mean, if I am, please someone tell me, because that's so disappointing.
Are you racist?
I've been told I am. I was kind of getting upset because I was tired of hearing about if you're white and Christian, you're racist and you get away with everything. And I was like, how can you say that?
Yeah, I'm racist because I'm a white person.
I think all white people are racist.
She can't be serious. She's lying. Is she being sarcastic? She has to be being sarcastic. No, no. You're not serious.
We have just been put into this system designed to empower our white privilege as a white person. I am super racist.
I know a lot of people like to say, yes, I'm a racist, because that makes them feel like people know that I'm admitting my faults. But I think that's a weird cop.
Yes.
About?
Yes. White people, don't do that. Or any race for that matter. If someone accuses you of being racist and you know that you are not racist, you don't have to cave in to that accusation, okay? Like, if you know you're not racist, you don't have to prove shit to anybody. Like, I think that throwing the race card around like that is just becoming more and more of a problem. And I find that a lot of people aren't sticking up for themselves. Don't allow somebody to belittle you by trying to convince you that you're racist. You know who you are.
You experience racism?
Oh, heck yeah. I grew up in the South.
I mean, it happens every day, really.
I've been slammed on cop cars. I've had, guns pulled out on me from police officers.
I'm followed through a grocery store.
Got made fun of a lot.
So it's interesting because the followed through a grocery store, which first of all, I thought the question of the video was, are you racist? Not what has happened to you. And it feels like the conversation is derailing, but let me just backtrack really quick. This person said, I've been followed through a grocery store. I don't consider that an act of racism, right? Because I've also worked at loss prevention. I was a security officer for a while. Don't ask. But I understand that the job of someone in loss prevention is to make sure that the store's products are secured. So sometimes that involves following other people around. Now, in your head, I think it's easy for somebody to automatically say, okay, this person is following me because they are racially profiling me. But realistically, if we just do a little bit of critical thinking here, you don't know how many people that security officer or that loss prevention officer follows around on the daily. You don't know who they follow around, how many people they follow around. You don't know exactly what their protocol is. So you're only basing that little tiny, 10 minutes of you in the store and then following you around. You're basing your encounter with that and saying that that's racism. I don't think that is. I think that is just a little bit intellectually lazy because you're not thinking of all the other possibilities that could be happening in that situation. So, but yeah, let's keep going.
Ching chong ling long, all this and that.
Did you jump the border? Can you speak English? Hey, speak English. Konnichiwa. I want to eat sushi from your pussy.
Oh, you're the manager?
I had more experience than my coworker, and that person was getting paid more than I did.
Okay, that's the other thing about critical thinking too. This video is weird because it's going all over the place, but yeah, that's another factor of critical thinking. It's like you can automatically say, okay, this is racist because I was more qualified than my colleague, but my colleague got a promotion or got a raise. There could be numerous factors. Maybe your personality doesn't mesh well with the department that you're being promoted for. Maybe you're asking for too much money. There are so many different possibilities, and I think that it's just, it feels, I don't know how to describe it, but it just a little bit disappointing when people automatically resort to this is a racist situation versus here are all the possibilities of why this happened.
So I was on a football field and someone had tackled me and they were like, Asians don't play football. I was like, wait a second, you can't say things like that. That hurt a little bit, but I was like, little do you know, I got a little black in me. That's why I got 2 touchdowns already, hold on.
Are you racist?
Am I racist? Who isn't, to some extent?
I had to process that for a second. So the Asian guy, so let me go back over here. This guy right here, where he was talking about how, oh, you can't play football because you're Asian, and then he got upset and he was like, well, little do you know, I got a little bit of black in me. Okay, so you're stereotyping. You just got rid of one stereotype to do another stereotype. How does this make sense to you? Okay, let's keep going.
That's why I got 2 touchdowns already, hold on.
Are you racist?
Am I racist? Who isn't, to some extent?
I think everyone's racist.
I think everyone.
Everybody? Everybody is racist. The human experience is to have difficulty stepping outside of yourself.
I know that I will always make mistakes.
I think I'm part of the society that enables racism.
We live in a white supremacist culture and society.
And we need to actively work every day.
So it's a continual process to unlearn things.
What do you do to actively change it?
Just gauge in each and every scenario that you go through.
Taking a moment and trying to see if you're making this choice based on some unconscious biases.
Honestly, deep inside, I used to be racist.
I was brought up racist.
I grew up in a phobic culture.
There was a period of time where I was against interracial dating.
I remember being very young, having negative perceptions of African American people.
But I've met better people and opened myself up and I've healed.
I think that just exposing myself and being like, hey, these people are actually really cool and I shouldn't be afraid of hanging out with them.
Are you racist?
To everybody.
What? That was it?
everybody can get it. I don't like nobody. So I just discriminate equally.
You know what? I actually like that. I like that ending right there. So, listen, I actually didn't, I expected this to be worse than the previous cut video that I did, and it actually wasn't that bad. I do believe that a lot of the statements from the video were, again, just lacking that critical thought, where a lot of people, a lot of minorities especially, will say, like, this is racist, that was racist, when realistically, as I said, there are many different possibilities of why why something came to a conclusion. And I feel like a lot of people just get a little bit comfortable automatically attributing their their circumstances to that's racism. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I definitely like making them. So please let me know in the comments if there's another video you would like me to react to. Leave the link below. And if you like these videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you get notified on when I do another one. My name is Gothix, and I'll see you next time. Bye.